If you grew up in the Barbie days, then you probably recognize these guys. Mattel, for whatever reason, really dedicated themselves to having the strangest, sometimes unsettling sidekicks. So yeah, I have plenty of time on my hands, so what better to do than rank these bad boys? With that said, let's begin. The way this is gonna go is we have 5 tiers starting from trash to god. The middle ones being kind of useless, loyal helpers, and elite sidekicks. I'm also only gonna be doing the ones that I know most of us grew up with, since I haven't really bothered with the new films, so we're sticking from 2001 to 2013. I'm starting us off in order, meaning our first sidekick is from Barbie in the Nutcracker. So in this movie, Barbie doesn't really seem to have her own sidekick. She has friends and stuff, but I'm not really gonna consider them sidekicks in this one. The Mouse King, on the other hand, he has Pim, and Pim is like his little mouse servant thingy. He's really annoying, to be honest. He's basically the king's eyes, and he goes around snitching on everyone. And yeah, I get it, he's evil, but does he really have to be that irritating? He gets so stupidly excited over like accomplishments, and oh my gosh, he is such a booty kisser. Even the Mouse King hates him. So yeah, let's just get him out of the way and move on to the next one. Penelope from Rapunzel. She is just adorable. She's got the cutest little squeaky voice, big eyes, and her personality is just so innocent and loving. Despite being kind of big and clumsy, she really does help Rapunzel a lot, and she's always there for her. She's always offering to clean or do chores, and she doesn't just look after Rapunzel, she's looking after her father too. I love how with Penelope we get a little bit of character development from her. She starts off kind of being a wimp. She's scared of spiders, heights, and she can't really breathe fire yet. And her dad, well, he's a dick, and is basically ashamed of his daughter because she's not brave enough for his love. But then in the end, she steps up her game. She flies Rapunzel over the magic wall. So without her, they wouldn't be able to save the day. And because of that, my girl is going on elite. Hobie from Rapunzel. Hobie's a funny dude. I like him. He's a bit passive aggressive and is definitely a worry bug. But you know what? He's been through a lot. So at the end of the day, he just wants comfort and peace. I'm going to put him at loyal helper because he is a really good friend and he uses his hearing to look out for Mother Gothel. As a sidekick, I trust him to have my back. Next from Rapunzel, I'm excited for this one. We have Otto. I really could not tell you if he's gay or just extremely horny for Gothel. Yeah, he kind of just makes me uncomfortable every time I see him. Like if I had that thing moaning around my neck, just being a little bitch half the time, probably end up skinning him. My ranking, on the other hand, might be contradicting myself. I have no explanation for this, but yeah. Now we have Lila from Swan Lake. At first, I didn't really like her, and I don't really think I do now. I thought she was kind of stupid. Like at the beginning of the movie, she was about to get killed because she decided to take a little trip to the human world. Then she just can't keep her mouth shut and let Odette explain to Rothbard that she was just trying to get home. But oh no, she just had to tell him that Odette's gonna destroy him. And what do you know? Now she's a swan. I know a lot of y'all are probably gonna hate me for this, but I just don't like her. On the bright side, she did help Odette through the forest, and I guess she was a good sidekick. She also has her funny moments, so for that reason, I will put her on loyal helper. That's me being nice though. From Princess and the Pauper, we have Wolfie and Seraphina. So Seraphina's Annalise's cat. She's very prim and proper, also a little bit flirty. And then Wolfie is Erica's cat, who barks like a dog. These guys, unfortunately, are gonna have to be the first to go on the useless tier. They don't really do much to help the cause, and they kind of have their own little side quest where they're beefing with the poodle. Wolfie does get his own song, and it carried a good message of being yourself, which I find ironic because Erica's literally disguised as someone else. Maybe take your own advice. Overall, I just don't think they did anything to be too special to put them any higher on the list. Okay, y'all, the next one, be prepared. He's going on the top. In fact, he is the only sidekick going on the top. And if you have an issue with that, I don't think you're a Barbie fan at all, and you should just leave. On the God tier, going 1 for 1, I present to you my good friend Bibble. Like, come on, what is there not to love about a blue flying fluffball who is never gonna leave your side at all? He's really just the cutest, especially when he's grumpy. He's like a little munchkin and he doesn't even speak English. Actually, there is one circumstance where he speaks English, and that is probably the best scene ever. It's where he eats the berries.
Delicious.
Bibble?
Bibble is a comedic genius. His humor, I can't really describe it. It's just perfect. As a sidekick, sure, he wasn't the best of help, but he really did love Alina so much, and it definitely shows. I mean, come on, he followed her to the ends of the earth and protected her to the best of his abilities. So there you have it. Number 1, Bibble. Next, we have another really good character who I don't really know how to describe. I guess I would say a mix of disturbing and really gross. But if you're into oddly big noses, look no further than Fungus Maximus, also known as Max. Max is very dedicated to Laverna. He voluntarily turns himself into a toad to assist her. That is next level. As for his personality, I love how passionate he is, especially when he says, "Immunity Betty!"
Ah, the immunity Betty!
He always seems to be so proud of himself, and he's very energetic, especially when he's talking to Laverna. He also kind of serves as like her hype man, which is kind of funny to watch. With all that going for him, Max, you are elite. So now in Magic of the Rainbow, Bibble gets a girlfriend, and her name is Dizzle. Now, I don't really know how I feel about her. She's definitely nowhere as cute as Bibble is. If anything, she's kind of creepy. Do we really need to do this, Mattel? I think Bibble's good on his own. I'm not gonna say trash because she's not too bad, but I just don't think we need that. Our next sidekick is Shiver from Magic of the Pegasus. All she really did was cause chaos the whole time. First, she almost gets them cooked alive. Then she causes an avalanche from taking too many gems. It's like having a toddler alongside you to save the world. The thing needs to be babysat the whole time. Like, how are you getting anything done? Trash. Moving on to Barbie and the 12 Princesses, we have Twyla the cat. I don't really think she does anything noticeable. I'm gonna say the same thing I did with Wolfie and Seraphina. The only cool, interesting part about her is she kind of has that little side quest with Brutus. I just can't say she contributed much to the cause compared to the others. So for that reason, I'm putting her on useless. Next is Felix. Pretty much the same thing. He's a funny character, and I like the bond that he has with Derek. Obviously, he was pretty important to him considering Derek gave up the horse rather than Felix. I guess I kind of feel bad for Derek because his only friend is a parrot who teases him the whole time. But if he didn't have Felix, he'd be pretty lonely and sad, so that's why I'm gonna have to put him on Loyal Helper. The last sidekick from this movie is one that definitely gave me the creeps as a kid. Brutus, he's special. I just find everything about him so annoying, especially when he's getting into their stuff and just ruining everything. Brutus was the main source of chaos in this movie. Any not good thing that happened in this movie was because Brutus decided to snitch and ruin the fun. Trash. I really hope you're ready for more trash because next is Tika from Island Princess. Do I really have to explain this one? Probably not. This girl just spends the whole movie complaining and crying because she wants to go home. And when she is home, she's having these crazy nightmares about who knows what. Then, like any other toxic bitch, she freaking hides the note from Antonio and is like,
He's not sailing anywhere with my row.
I don't know who in their right mind befriends a controlling, ugly eyelash elephant. No, but what is up with those eyelashes? Trash. Luckily for Rose, she has other more mature sidekicks, and that would be Sagi and Azul. These two found her after a shipwreck and raised her on the island, so they kind of serve as her father figure. They both help her a lot in the film, and they're kind of like cute little supportive parents. Sagi's the more wise one, while Azul's very cocky and diva-ish, so I like the mix that we're getting putting them together. I would definitely say loyal helpers. Next up is Sparkles and Lily, the dancing dogs from Diamond Castle. These guys don't really do anything cool besides dance. They help out like twice in the film, so they're cute but also useless. Now it's Miette's turn to be placed on our beautiful tier list. She also doesn't do too much here, but she's also got moves. She ain't just a cat, nor is she a musketeer. She is a musketeer. Now that's impressive. Clock it. She had a goal, she stuck to it, and she did it. Also, she is just so cute with her little outfit. I love her. I know this is biased and I'm admitting it to you, but I can't put her any lower than elite. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Entering the more modern era, we now have Zuma from Barbie and a Mermaid Tale. Zuma was probably the most helpful out of this whole list. She basically trained Merlia to be able to take on Eris and really helped her settle into being a mermaid. She's also the one that brought her to Oceania and told her that she was a princess and all the background drama that was going on. I really like her character in the sense that she wasn't annoying or pushy at all. She's that perfect balance of serious fun and just a genuinely good friend. Zuma, well done. From this same movie, we also have Remo. This is Eris's seahorse, sea dragon, whatever you want to call him, sidekick. So he's evil at first, but by the end of the movie, he's not. He actually ends up helping the good guys. His job's basically to play like the little flourishes for the Eris festival, or like whenever she comes in the room. And you know, he's not very appreciated for this. He's treated very poorly. He's really just trying his best to lighten the mood. But then Eris is defeated and he gets some love and attention for once. In the second movie, he actually ends up being the host for Good Morning Oceania, and he finally gets to be appreciated for his quirkiness. Barbie really upped their game with the sidekicks in this movie, so I like him a lot. Now in Barbie and a Mermaid Tale 2, after Remo kind of leaves the dark side, Eris is captured. She somehow finds a new sidekick in her whirlpool. I don't really know how that works, but she did. So now we have Alistair, some weird fish with a mustache that talks with an accent. I don't really know what we were going for here. This guy's got tricks up his sleeve left and right. What he does is he convinces Kylie to take Merlia's necklace so she's a mermaid, and then he brings him to Eris's whirlpool where he then shoves her in because he's a backstabber. Ain't nobody got time for that. You trash boy. The last two sidekicks after this are from Mariposa. I don't really remember this one too well. I've only seen it once or twice, so my ranking might not be too accurate. Anyways, we have Z and Anu. These guys are just knockoff Bibbles. They're little puffballs that fly around and goof off. I can say Z is cute, but Anu, I just don't vibe with it at all. He's kind of weird looking. Kind of like Bibble's girlfriend. I feel like that's the same vibes that he's giving. I just don't think we need to be creating more Bibbles. Like, we have Bibble, he's the OG. Any more puffballs just aren't gonna be as good as the original thing. We're just gonna say useless for these guys. Last, we have Zinzi. She's like a flying bunny thingy. Her appearance is something else. Like, I get it, she's a rabbit with wings, but there's just something so off-putting about the way she looks. It could be that she's standing upright, I'm not really sure. Anyway, she likes throwing things. She throws seeds at fairies and makes them fight with each other, and then she goes on to throw rocks at these villain guys and they end up chasing her into a cave. Overall, pretty annoying. I'm sorry, girl, I just don't like you. So there you have it, my ranking of all the Barbie sidekicks I could possibly think of. Thank you for sticking around this far. I hope to see you again. Maybe you should subscribe. But yeah, that's everything I really have to say. So bye.